Welcome back to WIS News Primetime. Certain plants and flowers only bloom in spring, which makes the time to appreciate them all the more precious. And one of the most iconic trees is the Japanese cherry blossom.
And next weekend, Irmo celebrates the 8th annual Cherry Blossom Festival, featuring blossom viewing, arts and crafts people, and also food vendors.
So joining us tonight to tell us more about what this festival will bring are Kimberly Oakley and Kim Nguyen. Thank you both so much for being here with us. So obviously we have a table of just beautiful, give us a little insight of what this is about.
Well, it's going to be a day-long festival on Saturday, March 22nd, and we have many amazing art vendors, craftspeople. Everything's focused on Japanese culture, either popular culture or traditional culture. So you'll see things all the way from traditional sewing goods and kokeshi dolls to anime things like Pokemon and that kind of thing.
How do you get the people involved? How do you recruit the folks who are at the festival?
Well, I don't know. You build it and they will come. Yeah. I've been really blessed to have wonderful vendors and informational booths, and people come, and I have a lot of support from the town of Irmo, the Japan America Society of Association of South Carolina, and I've gotten a nice little grant from the South Carolina Department on Minority Affairs. And it's just wonderful. There's a lot of interest in Japanese culture, and the cherry trees just make it that much better.
Well, it's quite beautiful, really, too. I mean, even if you're not really familiar with the history of it, it is just a beautiful tree and very iconic. So tell us just a little bit more about kind of the Japanese cherry blossom tree and its significance.
Well, you know, it's easy for us to understand going to the mountains and looking at the leaves when they change in the fall. It's a similar kind of concept. The Japanese and other people anticipate the bloom. I've been going to the park just about every day for the past couple of weeks, and you can see the development, and each stage has a name, and then the anticipation just builds, and it's such a beautiful show when the whole tree blooms in the white, billowy.
What drew both of y'all to initially get involved in this?
Well, I actually have been only here back in Columbia for a year, and I own an art store about a block away, and Kimberly and I have just connected. And as you asked, how does she get people involved? Well, her energy and her enthusiasm has gotten us involved. And so I'll have a booth there to have free items for the children to participate in painting one of the kokeshi dolls.
Oh, listen.
They'll be a little smaller.
Oh, they can paint some of those.
They can paint some. They can do origami. So we have origami. We have some coloring pages for them, and we also have another page where they can actually make their own little cherry blossoms on the page for free.
Bring the kiddos out.
Yep, bring the kids. All ages welcome to do it.
Oh, I absolutely love this. How long has this festival been going on for?
This is our 8th year.
Oh my goodness. So where did the inspiration for you to really want to bring this here?
Well, so a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, used to always love to go up to DC to see the big show there. And the last year he came back, he said it was wonderful, but it was so crowded and so much traffic. And I said, well, we have trees here in Irmo. Yes. And thus the Cherry Blossom Festival was born here in Irmo.
And it's interesting because people maybe don't notice that or think about that. Like, I lived in DC for a few years, and obviously it gets a little oversaturated, but this festival seems like it's the perfect destination for folks in the Midlands to experience this. You don't have to drive all the way to DC. You got it right here.
Yes, we've been taking zip codes on a sheet, and we have people come from all over the state and other states too, specifically to see the cherry blossoms and to enjoy the event.
How has it kind of grown and changed over years, kind of getting more vendors involved? What does that look like?
Well, this is the 3rd big year, and I say big year because of the support of the town of Irmo, allowing me to umbrella in some of the smaller boutique vendors who this may be their only show all year, because this is the Japanese Cherry Blossom Festival. So because of that support and a grant that they gave me, they're the presenting sponsor this year, the town of Irmo is. So that's really paved the way for a lot of amazing advances.
Hopefully
for the
it just
festival.
continues to grow.
Yes, absolutely. And I know we have all the details right there on your screen. So again, Saturday, March 22nd at Irmo Town Park. The address right there on your screen from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And like we were saying earlier, it's family friendly. Bring the kiddos. They can participate in all of it, featuring picnicking, artists, and so much more. Thank you all so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
All right, well, let's go ahead and throw things over to Chief Meteorologist Adam Clark. Adam, I see a beautiful sunset on the horizon.
Yeah, it looks